where we've left off. This is actually our fourth part. The first time I played, I only played one game. But this is technically the third full day of campaigning, and I have only won once. I've lost, I think, 6 times. I'm playing on the campaign setup, so these are my current stats for playing in the campaign mode. I think you said you tried the digital part of it, so I don't know if all of this was included. But the general idea with the campaign mode is, as you play, you can unlock more abilities. I have unlocked all the abilities that I can get, for the most part. All the abilities I can get for playing easy level dungeons, and I've gotten almost all the skill points I need for medium level dungeons. So if I want to unlock either of these last 2 skills, which is crafty up here or direct hit down here, I need to tackle a hard dungeon. So I'm going to try doing a hard dungeon today, and I am going to try the Lich, which these are his stats, and these are his dungeon abilities. It's probably going to be rough for me because this looks like it's a magic challenge, but I don't know. We'll see how well I do today. So we are in the Lich's tomb. Alrighty. I have to turn up the music a little bit for myself because playing in silence is hard, but I don't actually know how loud it is. There you go. That seems like a reasonable audio level for random music in the background. Alright. So, in previous streams, I have covered the rules, so I will not cover the rules today too deeply, but if you have questions, feel free to ask in the chat room. I do have to, real quick, just tweet out that I am playing, because you have to let people know that you're playing if you want them to join you and watch. All right. So, I think this is game 7, might be game 8. No, I think I won 1 and lost 6. So 7 games total, won 1, lost 6. I have to go back and look at the math though, because I've lost 1. So 1, 2, 3. So no, I played 6 games and won 1. So 1 and 5 technically. I'm starting the game with the precision skill. This is a skill you get for the campaign. Precision is I get to increase another of my dice by this dice's value, and it's an agility check. So I guess I'll just get started, and we'll see how it goes. So at the beginning of the game, I am playing the rogue. I'm playing the 1-player version of the rogue. One tip for solo play: make sure that you are using the correct cards, because it is very easy to accidentally not use the 1-player version of your card and hose yourself on stats. I've done that with the skill level quite a few times. On the 2-player side, you only start with 1 skill, and that's been bad in the past. So the Lich, interestingly enough, has no dungeon effects. A lot of the other ones have like bad effects that happen either at the beginning of the round or every turn. But the Lich does have 2 checks right from the back that we have to take care of with only a small pool of dice. So I imagine I'm going to be using my Daring Gamble ability quite a bit. And I'm pretty unlucky with that. I roll a lot of 1s and I take a lot of damage. So we will see how that goes. I do also have to edit this. I'm not doing the Lich's tomb. Why are you opening up? No one cares about you. Lich's tomb. There we go. Floor 1. All the stats are correct. So here we go, I guess. Doing a mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Hold on. Alright, that looks good. That looks good. Got my chat thing up. Got my Firefox open. Alright, cool. Alright, so the very first turn of the game, I can either explore or I can enter a room. I have no room, so I must explore. In order to explore, I must burn 2 cards. These are upside down. Let's fix that actually. Did I just mix them? No, they're all upside down. So you have to burn 2 time units. Every time you burn a time unit, you burn a card. So that's 2, and I can explore. And I put down 4 rooms. Next, I can explore if I have empty rooms. I have no empty rooms, so the only thing I can do is enter a room. So to do that, again, I have to spend 2 time units to do so. And I choose one of the 4. We'll go with this one. I'm feeling good. Wow, this might be the first time ever I've discovered a 2 XP monster. I usually end up finding like all the high XP monsters like right off the bat. So, problem is this is a beetle. Beetles have lots of shields, and shields you have to do before you do anything else. And if any armor boxes are empty, which is these 4 and this one up here on the Lich's Tomb, if any of them are empty, I have to discard this card instead of actually looting the card. Unfortunately, this card has Crushing Blow, which is a skill that I tend to like getting because I'm really weak in yellow dice, and basically lets me turn a yellow dice into a 6, which is usually a really good skill for me. But the magic item is also pretty good for me, so I'll decide what happens if I even win this encounter. So anyway, I have the choice now of fighting it or fleeing. I'm gonna fight it. Which means I get to use all my dice, and I have to use this side of the dungeon card. I have an ability that before any encounter, I may roll 1 or 2 heroic dice. Heroic dice are all colors. They're not one of these stats. And but if I roll a 1 on either dice, I'm taking 1 damage and 3 time units of damage as well. So let's see what the tone of this game is going to be like. It's probably going to be bad, but we will find out. So, oh wow, look at that, a 6 and a 5. That's a really respectable start. I take no damage. Move this down here. Move you over here. Perfect. All right. So next, I have to roll all my actual dice. Now I have 5 shields that I need to take care of here, so it'd be really nice to roll some 3s and 4s because I need lots of 3s and 4s. Alright, so not too bad. I think this is all visible. Alright, so I have to do the shields first. So first things first, I'm going to use this blue 3 right here. I'm going to put it on that blue 3. I have a blue 2, which I'm going to save for last. I have this blue 6, which I can't do anything with, so I guess I'm going to use this blue 6 on the blue 2 for now. I can always change that later. So I have 3 more shields that I have to deal with, so let's deal with that first. The red 4. This red 2 looks like it's not going to be usable. I'll use this red 5 on this red 3. I'm going to use this yellow 5 on this yellow 5. I mean, it looks like I have all the dice that I need. This pink 5 is going to go on the pink 4. Pink 6 can, or black 6 can, this heroic dice can take on this 6 spot, and that 5 can take that, and I'm left with 1 dice. I don't even have to use my precision to tackle any of this. So, unfortunately, it's an easy mob, but sure, we'll take it. So now I have the choice of taking this as a skill, or as an item, or as XP. I think I'm going to make the decision and take it as a skill now because, well, let's actually look at the Lich. So he does have all 3 colors, so I need to be strong in all 3 colors, and I actually need to be strong in yellow, strongest in yellow. So yeah, I'm going to take Crushing Blow. Let's probably going to hurt me early in the game because I need more mana, but we're going to do it anyway. Oops, I will turn it down. I asked if it was too noisy before. It's the only part I can't tell from my end. How's that? I should be much louder than the music now. Seems to save. Oh wait, hold on. I know why. I know what's going on here. How's that? Awesome. Yeah, I made a bunch of very, very quiet. Alright, how's this? It's weird because the audio stuff on this uses decibels, and decibels are like way stronger than like a typical volume meter. So it's hard to figure out the right percentages on music versus output. And I reconfigured everything today before starting. Alright, how's that? Normally I have a user in here named Francis who helps me out with all this, but they're not in here today. I'm gonna up it one more decibel. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna keep going up until you can hear it. The music's not really that important, but I mean, I'd rather have something ambient in the back. How about that? All right. We will find the right settings. I think I know what I did. I added VLC as its own input, and I increased the volume to 100% on VLC, but then lowered the decibels and ops. And I do have a meter, but I can't tell like what's audible. All right, let's try this. My goal is to have the music be like 25% of the output, and my voice be over the music. And I'll keep increasing it until you say that's good. Probably 2% right now. Alright, we're gonna keep going. Let's jump up to 3 decibels. Minus 3 decibels. So 3 decibels. I think decibels are like amplified, like on like a curve, not like a direct angle. So we jump from 6 decibels to 3 decibels should be like, alright, 3 decibels, 50% VLC. I have to remember those are the settings. Awesome. Alright, so back to the game. So what was I doing? Oh yeah, so I beat the beetle, took crushing blow. I am going to explore another room, or enter another room. We're gonna go for this guy. All right, this is a boulder. This is a good card. This is a great item card. I can either slow time or run past it. So this is a skill that I'm pretty strong at. So this is a peril. Perils, you can only use one color dice and your heroic dice. So if I decide to run past it, I can use my 4 pink dice. I need to get a 14. But for the Lich's Tomb, I also have to get a 4 on the shield, on the peril track over there. 4 dice is not a lot of dice to get 18 and also guarantee a 4, so I'm going to gamble. This is a card I want, so I'm going to do both dice. And I am going to daring gamble 2 dice. So a 2 and a 5, that's good. No ones. No ones are good. That's 2 rolls. So now I'm going to roll these 4. Let's see what I get. I got not that great of a roll. Let's see. But I have the 5 there, so I should be good. So first things first, I'm going to take this 4, put it up here. That takes care of the shield. Now I need 14 on these dice. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We're good. We meet the run past it cost. So I could take the 4 XP. 4 XP is a lot. It's 7 to level up, but this gives me an extra heart. These don't come up that often, so I'm going to take the heart and the sword, the strength. But that does put me at max items, so I have to hope I don't encounter too many more of those cards. The next optimal thing would be to find a 3, a 2, and a 2 in that order and bank them as XP. Alright, so we gotta update the visibility here. So that puts me at 2 strength dice, and my health is now 6 of 6 instead of 5 of 5. Alright, so I'm going to burn 2. I'm going to explore and enter another room. We're going to go for this guy right here. Alright, so this is a cave-in. This is another peril. Same thing. Oh, this one has Crushing Blow too. It's good to know. Seems like all Crushing Blow cards are 2 XP cards. So we are going to climb over this cave-in, over the rubble. Same thing. I need an 11 this time and a 4. I don't think I need to gamble. Actually, I'm going to gamble 2 dice anyway, because if I don't make it, I'm taking 2 damage and 3 time units anyway. So, actually, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? Yeah, I'm going to gamble 2 dice. I don't want to risk it. Hopefully I don't roll 1. I know I'm pushing my luck. 6 and a 2. Perfect. So now I'm going to roll my other dice. Alright, so we got the 4 here. I got 12 on just these 2 dice alone. Boom. We are good. I can't take this as an item. I already have this skill, so I'm going to take this as XP. So I'm at 2 of 7 XP. Same thing, I'm going to enter a room. I'm going to burn 2 cards. There's an ogre. And what do I get? Ah, another 2. So that's just need a 3 after this, and it would be a really great start. Alright, so Swarm. We get this first is X per open door. The bad part about this check is a lot of yellow dice, but I have 2 yellow dice now, so maybe we can make it work. As usual, early in the game, I'm going to daring gamble more often than not, because I need to push my luck a little bit. 6 and a 5 again. The dice are going. This is 4 rolls without a 1. That's like uncommon for me. Alright, so I'm going to roll all my other dice now. Oops. Alright. So I see a few 1s here. We'll see what we can do with those in a second. So first things first, I have Crushing Blow. Crushing Blow lets me take a yellow strength dice and take another yellow dice and put it down as a 6. So there we go. I also have Precision, which I will probably use right now. I can take this pink 1, and I can turn this pink 3 into a pink 4. What else can I do here? So no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna undo that. I'm gonna turn these. I don't know how the order I want to do this. Problem is I have this blue 2 up here, and it seems like a waste to just use this blue 5, but I don't really see any other option. Yeah, so we'll use the blue 5 up here, and I gotta take care of this yellow 4 first, so I'm gonna do it this way. I'm not gonna do it this way. What do I have? I have a blue 6. What can I do with a blue 6? I can't really do anything with a blue 6, which is unfortunate. I could turn these pink 3s into a black 3. We're gonna simulate this and see if it's worth doing. And then I can use this pink yellow die, this pink 1 die to turn this into a 4. And that takes care of that. And then I can use this yellow 5 for that. I can use this yellow 6 up here for this. So it looks like I'm going to take 1 damage, or 1 time damage. And I can't turn this blue 6 and I can turn it into a black 1, but that doesn't do anything for me. Although forgot that this was an X symbol, which means I could have used smaller dice, but I don't really have dice to do anything with that anyway, so yeah. So I'm going to take 1 time damage. I think that's the best that I can do with the dice that I have. It's not bad. So I take 1 time damage right away from not covering up this this pink 4. Whoops. Close this. So I'm gonna take this as XP. Actually, dodge is actually another really good ability too. Actually, it's probably gonna come up again though. But that would be my second skill. You know what? I'm gonna take it as dodge. I'm gonna take it as the ability instead. I like dodge. Alright, so I can't enter another room, so I have to explore. I'm going to burn 2 cards. Now watch, this next one's going to be a 3. That would have been exactly what I wanted. Alright, so I'm going to burn 2 again to enter a room. And let's go after this one. Alright, so it's another 2. Alright, so if any boxes are empty, I must spend 3 time units. That's his ability. I don't have to replace this skill because precision is a basic skill. And if you look closely on the card, there's this little like fine print right here. It says starting skills do not count towards the limit. So that starting skill precision that I got is from, oh yeah, I forgot, I have to remember that I have these options too. Comes from veteran from the campaign, this top box up here. Starting game with 1 basic skill. I also have to remember that I have start the game with 1 extra health, so I'm actually at 7. Totally forgot about this stuff. I also have the ability to use 1 yellow dice as a pink dice, and I can also re-roll all my yellow 1s and 2s. And totally forgot about this too. I always add a black 3 dice to everything. these are all combat. I can't do these during peril checks. I don't know if that would have prevented that one time damage, having that 3. It might have, but oh, it totally would have. So, because I had 2 dice, I could have turned it into a black 1, and I had a black 3. I could have used that for that 4, and then I could have moved the 4 over. So, I totally could have prevented that 1 damage. So when I burn next time, I'm just going to burn one less card. But I have to remember that I always have that option. So let's put this out so I always remember. I start every turn with a black 3 on combat checks. Yeah. Alright, so Undying. Let's see. I'm gonna do what I've been doing. This is a pretty good potion ability, but I'm going to go for the XP, I think. So I'm going to Daring Gamble. Let's see if now's the time where this backfires. And it is. I rolled a 5 and a 1. I also have a black 3. So I take 1 point of damage. And 3 time damage. I'm only going to burn 2 because I definitely could have prevented that 1 time damage before. Now I'm up to date and even on everything. So I still roll 4 pink dice, 2 yellow dice, and 2 blue dice. That looks like a pretty good roll. I think I'm going to be pretty okay here. So first things first, I'm going to use this black 3 up here on the blue 2. I'm going to use these 2 blue dice on these shields. Get that out of the way. I have a lot of pink dice here. So I don't have a yellow 6. But what I do have is the ability to use precision. And I will, what's the best way to do this? Use this pink 2 to turn this yellow 4 into a yellow 6. I'll use this yellow 4 for this yellow 3, and I will use this black 5. And crap, I have that 5 up there to deal with too. Is there anything here I could have done differently? Well, I needed the 6, so that would have stayed. Oh, duh. Yeah, I totally can do something different. I can do this to crushing below this 4 into a 6. That lets me do this. And then use this black 5 for that. And then I can turn these 2 dice. I can turn it into a heroic dice. I have to take the lower number of the 2. So I have to turn it into a black 4. We'll do it like that. And boom. There we go. And that's all spots on these dice taken care of, or this card taken care of. So I'm going to bank that as XP. So that puts me at 4 of 7. And we'll keep going. Let's burn 2. And we'll go with number 1. Why not? Spiked log. This is perfect. It's a 3 XP. So if I pass it, that's awesome because that's exact XP. We love exact XP. It is either a yellow 8, which wouldn't be horrible if I went after it. But I would lose 2 time if I try to clobber the logs versus dodging the logs. So I'm probably still going to go after the agility method. But this is a card that I want. I'm okay right now with health. I think I'm 6 of 7. So we're going to Daring Gamble 2 dice. And a horrible Daring Gamble. A 3 and a 1, which means I take damage. It's on the screen, right at the bottom of the screen. You should see it like in the bottom right-hand corner. Yeah. It's just easier to manage it all up here because then you can follow it easier. Yeah, so that puts me at 5, and I gotta burn 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so this is what I'm working with right now. Not good because I don't have a 4. If I don't get a 4 in all of this, then I'm pretty screwed because I have to get a 4 at least on one dice. And I accidentally rolled a 5, so we'll keep that. The 6, okay, we got this. So the 5 goes there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We dodged the logs. Boom. Alright, so that's going to put us at level 2. These cards get removed from the game. They don't go in the discard. We swap out level 1 with level 2. Make sure we're on the one player side. Now we are at 3 items, 3 skills, and we now always get a heroic dice on our encounter. And we always get a black 3 that we can add. Actually, I actually didn't get the black 3. I forgot. That's a combat only bonus. It does not work for perils, but I still had enough on the dice that I had. So that's important to remember too. So, boom, I'm at level 2. My antivirus is trying to take over. We don't want you, not now. Yeah. Alright, so moving on. So I can now have 3 items, 3 skills. We're probably going to go really hardcore after items. Items are really good. Dice are really good. We love dice. Alright, so we are going to burn 2. And go after this guy. Alright, it's a locked door. This one looks like it's going to be pretty easy. Of course, those are words that I will probably regret saying. I don't get the black 3, but I do get this black heroic dice. I am going to risk it and just roll these 5 dice. I just need a 4 is really all I need and not a lot of 1s. So no daring gamble on this card whatsoever. Alright, we got the 4. We got 8. I do have to burn 1 time unit because picking the lock takes longer than bashing the door open. That's fine. I have to move this to get it better in frame. This is the part that gets a little bit fiddly. I'm going to take this. What does this let me do? Lets me roll. Lets me roll heroic dice with a blue 3. That's not bad. It lets me take blue dice and do more with it, but we're going to take the this as an item instead. Alright, so that puts me at 3 yellow dice. Alright, we're going to burn 2, go after this last card. Another skeleton, so this is a combat check, so I get a black 3 to start with. I get 1 black dice, 3 yellow dice, 4 pink dice, 2 blue dice. I think I'm going to just daring gamble 1 dice now because I don't need both for this check and I don't need more damage. I rolled a 6 off the board. Of course you can't see it, but it's really hard to roll in front of the camera. Alright, so I'm feeling pretty good about this check. Alright. So I think like I have it, but I always have to do the math on this one. Hard part is I have to waste a dice again on these blue 2s. but I have a black too, so that's fine. Boom, boom, boom. I can turn 1 yellow dice into a 6. So let's do that. Have another 6 right here. Actually, yeah, ready to do that. What else can I do here? I have a 4. I don't have a 5. A red 5. With all these dice, I don't have a red 5. So I have a black 6. Alright, we got this. So black 6. No, we don't have this. No, yeah, we have this. I could turn these 2 bink dice into a black 3. Covers that. And then I still have a yellow 4 left over. I actually just realized I could have re-rolled that 2 once too and tried to get a better roll that way, but I don't need it. I have this yellow 4. I can precision this up to a 6. Everything is covered. The taxes on this are good. We are good to go. So now I gotta decide what I want to use this for. So I do like this potion ability. Potion ability basically lets me spend 2 time. So this is something that was updated in the FAQ. You should check the FAQ when playing, as there is some errata. This lets me spend. So this says I have to spend it after fleeing, and I can just take an encounter card as loot. So I literally can just burn a potion and take a card if I want it. It was updated that you can do it during any encounter. Like as soon as you encounter something, if you don't like it, you can spend a potion to flee it. The only cost is the 2 time units. So I am going to take this as a potion. And that puts me at 2 potions, I think. I have not used the potion this game yet. So every time you have a unique new potion ability, you get a potion. Oh, and I also get a potion for leveling up too. So I'm at 3 potions. Alright, so let's move on. I can't explore, so I probably should have explored sooner. It doesn't really matter, but sometimes it's a good idea to explore to get cards out and max it out sooner, so you don't have to put 4 cards out from the top of the deck. I think sometimes you get like 1 extra explorer doing it that way. Alright, so I'm going to explore a room. Alright, we are going to go after this card. Pit of Spikes. So I can either climb around this and burn 3 time units, or I can jump over. I think of course I'm going to jump over. So we're going to do 4 of these, 1 heroic dice, and we are definitely going to dare and gamble this. I mean, climbing wouldn't be bad, but I don't feel like burning the time units on this. So 3 and a 5. That's a respectable dare and gamble. Alright, I think we have this. I got the 4 right here. I need 14, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We got it. Alright, so I think I'm going to take this dexterity ability. I want the 3 XP. I'm kind of holding off on the last item to be another heart item. That would be great if I could get one. But dexterity, because I roll so many pink dice, is also great to just get a guarantee 6 on fights. Guarantee 6s are awesome. So we are going to take that. That puts me at 3 skills. 3 skills, 1 item, 1 extra potion. So I'm going to explore one more time. We're going to push our luck a little bit. So we burn 1, and whenever you can't draw a card and the stairs are revealed, you put a heart token on it. Every time you put 3 tokens on it, you immediately take a damage. We are going to hope... Actually, hold on. Yeah. No, yeah, we're gonna hope that we don't take any time damage. That's the hope. So we're gonna go after this. Alright, so this is a Flame Stack Shoes, which is another peril. So same thing, I can disenchant it, which I am not good at, or I can dodge them. So this is what I'm rolling. And we are gonna Dare and Gamble this again because, well, actually this is where Dare and Gamble really sucks. But 3 full damage versus 1 damage. I'm gonna take 2 damage basically if I can roll a 1 on this. And I almost always roll a 1 in this situation. I'm ready for it. I'm prepared. Let's see what happens. No 1. Awesome. Because if I would have taken the 3 time damage, I would take the 1 damage from the Daring Gamble and 1 from the time damage as well. But we got past that part, so let's see if we can just get past this whole thing. Oof, that's a horrible roll, but I still think we have it, I hope. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I needed 14. The abilities on this card, I could take a sword, I could take the 3 XP, or I could take haste. I don't want to take the skill, I don't want to replace anything. I probably should take the sword and just be maxed out on items. Yeah, I'll do the smart thing and just stay at max items. Actually, I'm not even at max item. Oh, I am at max items. Yeah, 3 swords. So I'm 4, 4, and 2. My problem is going to be I'm going to start needing more blue dice super soon. So I got to work on that ASAP. So that puts me at 4 yellow dice, 4 pink dice, 2 blue dice. Alright, so that's it. I'm not going to push my luck anymore. I'm going to exit the dungeon on this level. So we reshuffle and we move on to level 2. So now level 2, I got to deal with all of this. I got to deal with both boxes on the left side or all 3 boxes on the right side, depending if it's a peril or if it's a combat. In addition, any 2s I roll are immediately discarded. That sucks. Losing dice sucks, especially since I have so many abilities that that could turn 2s into 6s. So we're gonna just hope we don't roll 2s, and I don't know how I'm gonna get past it, but I'm doing okay with skills right now. I just need to now level up and then get more skills. It's gonna really suck. It really sucks too, because one of the things you need is a blue 2. So it's like, hey, no you don't. You really need a blue 3. Alright, so shuffle, 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 shuffle. Yeah, so any questions, or it seems pretty straightforward? You also don't have to hang around and watch me play a full thing too. Don't feel obligated. Unless you're secretly playing Diablo, which is what I think you're doing. My dog is acting silly. Might try to jump on the table at some point. Did that last week. Probably should make myself bigger in the corner. I feel way too small. Not really sure if seeing me even adds anything to the game, or to the screen, but it's okay. You don't really have to pay that much attention. Unless it's helping you with the rules, or if it's actually entertaining enough, but I can understand it might not be. Alright. It's fun. When people show up, it is kind of fun. Like I said, like that one time I had a lot of people show up. All my regulars are not showing up this week though. I streamed yesterday and today and they didn't show up, but I know they have schedules, so, or they have a life, so I understand. But the one person Linkle shows up every day, so when they don't show up, that makes me wonder if something's broken. Alright, we are on floor 2. This is where things are going to start getting bad for me. I feel it already. So first action, I got to burn 2. I need to lower this a little bit. I need to figure out a way to mark like what fits in the frame as well. Alright. All of that I think fits. Plus I feel like everything is like crooked for some reason and I don't know why. It's bothering me. Nope, that's the wrong way. We gotta go this way. Alright. That looks a little bit framed a little bit better. Although this is kind of now out of the frame. Do it this way. I think it's this way, like this. Yeah, there we go. Alright. So, I explored. I'm gonna kick down a door. Who's in here? Alright, flame stack shoes. So again, this is like the same situation that I am always in. Although this is a really good ability. 1 pink die lets me roll 2 yellow die. This is something that if I would have found sooner, I could probably have not taken the swords that I did. But plus, I also have the ability to use yellow dice as pink dice. So backstab is a really good ability once you start taking the crafting stuff. So anyway, I don't get the 3, but I do get these 4 dice. I do have to daring gamble my way through this because there's even more dice or more stuff I got to deal with now. Not only do I need a 4, I need a 6, or else I take lots of damage. So I can see this starting to go really bad really quickly, and I don't really have much in the way of dealing with perils. I don't have any bonuses in any peril check at all. Alright, so let's not roll a 1. Let's start with not rolling a 1. 6 and a 5. That's actually a really good roll. Almost perfect. Let's see what we can do here. Alright, this is looking really good. So we got the 6. We gotta do the shield first, which I'll use this 4. It can be any color. And this is 14 right here. So we get this card. Now I really want this mana icon, but I can't add any more items. So I'm gonna take the XP. And that puts me at 3 of 9. Towards level 2. So we're gonna burn 2, and we'll go after this guy. Alright, so he is a bandit. Actually, I totally don't remember if I rolled any 2s. I have to remember if I roll any 2s, they just get carded immediately. I can't remember if I rolled any 2s. I think I might have rolled 1 2, but I still think I had enough on like 3 dice. But I have to remember any 2s rolled get immediately discarded. Alright, so his ability is making a heroic dice. Instead of using 2 dice, I gotta use 3 dice. But I mean, he's worth going after. He also has that backstab ability, which, you know, would be awesome. But I still can't get it. So I have a feeling this game I'm not going to be getting the backstab ability. I am going to daring gamble because I do have 2 blue shields that I got to deal with as well. And I'm only rolling 2 blue dice, so I need all the black dice I can get. So let's just get all these dice out here. 1 2 3 4 1 2. So daring gamble first. Let's see what happens. 2 and a 6. Oops. Alright. We're gonna roll the big pool dice. Alright, I'll see you tomorrow, Alex. Or AJ Witowski. I can't even say your last name. Your name. And that's a pretty solid roll right there. I do have a few 1s. This 2 gets discarded immediately, so that kind of sucks. In fact, my blue dice are pretty pathetic all the way around, so we're going to see what I can do with all this. This black 2 also gets discarded. So I have 2 discarded dice right away. So how can I deal with all this without boozing myself? Alright, so first things first, I can turn this 2 into a 6. So 2, turn this into a 6. Wait, was that a 2? That wasn't a 2. Yeah, I guess it was a 2. So that also gets discarded. But never mind. Alright, well I could turn this pink 1 into a 6. So let's do that. Gives me a few more options. Problem is, it takes 3 dice to increase anything. So, all right. All right. Well, I need 8. I need 8 red, and I need the 2 blues. So I'm not gonna actually use this, but yeah, I'm gonna use this pink 4. I'm gonna precision this blue dice up to a blue 5. That takes care of one of the shields. And I'm gonna use a black 6 for the other 2 for now, because I have no way of dealing with that. I just have too much of too many high dice here. Usually not an issue. Alright, so I need to prevent as much damage as possible. So how can we do this? The first things first, let's cover this yellow 5. And I guess we just have to use 2 dice for this 8. Use this 6 on this right here. Use this 6. Oh, okay, this works out. Use that yellow 6, use this black 6 on this 4, and I have the ability to once use a yellow dice as a pink dice. So that's what we're gonna do. Wait, no, sorry. Have that ability, so I'm gonna use this yellow 4 and put it on the pink slot, and then use this black 6 for the 5. Boom. That's everything that we need. We're gonna take this as XP. And we are now at 6 XP. Oops. Perfect. And no damage, no anything. So we're gonna explore another room. 1, 2. And alright, before the encounter, convert 1 item to XP. That's not too bad. We can do that. We don't level up yet. We'll level up at the end of this. So, oh, and I forgot I had this black 3 that I get during combat too. I gotta remember to use. Alright, so 1 black dice, 4 strength dice, 4 agility dice, 2 magic mana dice, and then we are going to daring gamble because let's not screw this up. And we get 2 3s, so we have 3 3s to work with for this encounter, and that is pretty good. Have to immediately discard any 2s that I roll. We need some good blue numbers and black numbers to take care of the blues. Oof, that's a pretty crappy roll, but the good news is I only discard one pink dice. Alright, so what can we do here? First, we're going to use these 2 black 3s on these 2 shields, because we got to take care of that. We're going to use this yellow 5 on that 5. Use this black 3, black 1, that's 4, that's 9, that's all shields taken care of. So what's next? I have 4 boxes left and these dice to work with. So first things first, I can take this 1 and I can turn it into a 6. So now I have this. I can take this 3 and turn it into a 6. Alright, I can use a yellow dice as a... no. I don't have any use for pink dice, so I'm going to take this pink 6 and make this blue a blue 6. I'm going to use this yellow 5 for this yellow 5. I'm going to use this yellow 4 for this yellow 4, and I'm going to use this yellow 6 for that yellow 5, and that's all spots accounted for as far as I can tell. And I can just now replace the... oh wait, I did roll one extra yellow, but that's just a mistake. I forgot that I had to get rid of one down. But I have... that probably would affect things. Let's rewind time here. 6. Let's see what I wouldn't be able to cover, and I'll take one of the higher dice. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is a 5, 5, a 4. I get rid of a 6, which is the highest dice. Just say I didn't roll that. Actually, technically it would be a 5 because I got the 6 from converting a 3. I would just have to use this here. I would have to use this here. And I don't think I would have the ability to stop that, but what's worse? I have to do that. That's not enough. 2 damage versus 2 time damage. I can turn this into a black 3, but what does that do for me? It doesn't do anything. Yeah, so I take 2 time damage. So I don't get out scot-free, but... now, the reality is, I don't know what dice result I wouldn't have gotten from that 1 extra yellow, but I think it's pretty fair to fix it by taking the highest yellow value that I had on the board. That's what I did, and that's that. So we're gonna level up. We have 9 XP. This gets discarded. So I hit level 3. I get a 4th potion. And now I have the ability for 5 items and 4 skills. So that's good. So we are going to turn over that 1 card that I turned over. Yeah, 1, 2. To explore this. It's a goblin. So it's a 4, 1 per open door. A food box. Alright, so this is combat, so I get a black 3 right off the bat. I do get all my dice. For realsy this time, I get all my dice. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. He seems a little bit on the easier side, so I'm only going to daring gamble 1 dice. Problem is if I roll a lot of 2s, things get bad, but we could probably not take too much damage even if I screw this up a bit. So 1 daring gamble. It's another 3. That's not the worst. So, I mean, we just need to not roll a lot of 2s is really what has to happen here. And let's move this so we don't get confused. Let's Oh, I accidentally rolled a pink 3. Sorry. So far we have consistent 3s across the board. Alright, so we got 1, 2 to remove, lots of 3s. Not the greatest roll in the world, but let's see what we can do with it. Alright, so first things first. So interestingly enough, I believe, but I am not sure, that I could use crushing blow. I could use black dice for crushing blow and dexterity. I'm not sure. I believe you could. I'm gonna try to not do that. But here, actually, let me look it up. Heroic dice. Let's see. Heroic dice. Can be placed as any color, including to contribute to a wide box. Let's see, abilities. Skills. Discard strength or heroic dice that you rolled. Oh, I see. No, so if I do it as a heroic dice, I'm still only getting a yellow 6 back. Yeah, so it's not... Thought I found a workaround for a second, but that's not that great. But it still could be good. So let's see what we're having. Anyway, first things first, these black 3s are going to take care of these shields right here. I need a yellow 4 for this because I only have one open door. We'll do this yellow 5. We'll do this yellow 3. We'll do this 5 right here. I mean, we don't even need to really do much here. We'll turn this 3 into a 6. That's all the boxes right there with what we got. Not the hardest upkeep to figure out there. So there we go. We're gonna take this as XP, I think. We'll start working towards that level 4. Unless we see some mana. It'd be nice to get some mana dice out. So 1, 2. Alright, so I can't enter any more rooms, so I have to burn 2 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I have to burn 2 to enter another room, so 1, 2. Let's go with this guy. We got a glooping ooze. Uh-oh, I'm gonna be tempted. I'm gonna be tempted. And I kind of, how many items we get? We get 7 items, so I mean, it wouldn't be the end of the world if I took it, because that is HP. Well, let's beat it first. Let's see if I can even beat it first, because there's a lot of blue dice on this one. I need 4 blue dice. That's gonna be 2 of these and my black dice. None of my pink dice are helpful at all on this one. And I lose my 2s. I even want to encounter this. That's a question I have to ask myself. I can prevent 1 damage if need be. I can increase 1 value with a pink dice, and I do get this black 3, which is helpful, really helpful on this one, which means I only need at least 3 more. Yeah, we're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for it. We might regret it, but we will see. But we are going to Daring Gamble. This is definitely a Daring Gamble type of roll. So I have to spend a time unit for each one rolled, but this happens before the encounter, so I don't think I have to spend any. I just have to do the daring gamble if I get a 1. So 2 5s, we'll take it. And then now I get my 1 bonus from here and all these dice. Alright, I see 2 2s and 1 time damage from that 1. We're going to take this 1 immediately and turn it into a 6. We'll take a 4. And turn that into a 6. So take care of all the blue stuff first. This black 3 is going to take care of this 3. We're going to do 5, 5. We're going to turn these two, the 6 and this 5 and a 6. We're going to turn it into a black 5, a heroic dice 5. Hold on, I gotta check one thing, sorry. Gotta update something real quick. Gotta update something real quick. Why do I hear myself? I don't want to hear myself. And let's refresh. Alrighty. Alrighty. Sorry about that. I had to fix one thing that's happening here. My computer. I think we're all good now. Alright. Let's get this back up. Perfect. Okay. So we were figuring out dice. I turned those two into a black 5. So I got this 6. 5, 5. We got a lot of 5s here. We got all this. We got to do this over here this way, and then this yellow 5 up here. So boom. I don't know what I was worried about. So we're gonna take this this looping ooze. Loop, 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 loop. I am an ooze. I am the looping. As a prize. And what's this at? Max 8 health. And yeah, I mean, this is looking good so far. These are famous last words. I don't think I'm cheating, so we shall see what happens. Let's clear all this up. Alright, so 1, 2. Alright, I still can hold one more item and one more skill. I think I'm going to definitely need the item before the skill. So we're going to go after this. Alright, we got a Fire Elemental. So Fire Elemental, this would be a great card to get. I just don't know the timing of before the encounter and invisibility. Still not 100% sure if you can, because the FAQ updated invisibility that I could spend to like during the encounter, but I don't know if I actually have to encounter it. I don't have the updated FAQ like right in front of me for that particular question. I'm going to say that I have to take the damage. I don't know if that's actually how it works, but because I'm so poor in mana right now, I'm not even going to do this encounter. Instead, I'm going to use my invisibility potion, and I wish I had the FAQ in front of me, because I know they updated this card, but I don't feel like looking it up because it's going to cause issues on my computer. So I'm just going to take the damage. I'm going to use a potion, puts me back down to 3 potions. I'm going to take this card as an item, because it's an even trade anyway, 1 for 1. 1 health, I get a health back, max health, and I get the blue dice. Does put me at max items for this level, so now I do have to totally XP grind completely. If I could just get this lined up. There we go, that's 5 items. It's the best I'm gonna do. This does get a little fiddly after a while. Alright, so I lost the potion, I get the extra health. But I lose a health, I believe. Not sure as far as that timing goes. I should remind myself to ask that. I always make notes and then I always forget to actually ask. Invis timing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I should be at 4 potions down to 3. Alright. Alright, so good to go there. We are gonna burn 2 more cards. And we'll go after this one. Alright, so this is an arrow wall. I can rush through it. Or I can use the magic shield. We are gonna rush through it. Don't want to waste any time. This is what we're rolling right now. So I am going to daring gamble this, because if I don't, bad things might happen. Bad things might happen from the daring gamble, but I gotta risk it. 2 and a 3, all 2s. This is before the encounter, so I don't lose that too. Actually, it says any 2s are rolled immediately are immediately discarded. Doesn't say during an encounter, so maybe I do lose it. It's fine though. It takes care of. Doesn't really take care of anything. I still need a 4 and a 6 on these dice. Alright, I got a 4. I don't get the 6 though. So I think I'm taking 2 damage. I don't think there's anything I can do about that. I have no way of boosting. All these are combat abilities. Yep, I'm just gonna have to take the 2 damage. It's fine. Bound to happen at some point. But I do get this. And because I'm taking damage, I'm actually just gonna take this as a potion ability. This way I get a potion. I mean, I want the XP, but I need the heal anyway, so I'm going to get a potion, then right after the encounter, I'm just going to immediately spend a potion, puts me back down to 3 to heal up. So I take 2 damage, puts me down to 4, and then I heal 3 damage. Not the best use of that card. I would have rather the XP, but, you know, Having the option to roll 3 mana is not bad either. Maybe I'll finish with extra potions and I can actually put that to use. We'll see what happens. 3, 4. So I can either now explore. I can spend 2 to explore. And that puts me at all the cards down. Or I could spend 2 to flip this. But then if I do that, I can't put any cards down. So I'm going to spend 2 to explore. I don't know if there's a difference. I have to spend 2 to do something, so let's do that. I put the cards down, I put 2 there, or if I explore... Yeah, I think I'm going to do it this way. And then I'm going to spend 2... No. No, we're going to do it the smart way. We're going to leave these all on the stairs. I'm just going to encounter that card. Let's see what happens. Alright, it's a bandit. We're going to fight him. I start this fight with a black 3. I'm rolling 4 pink dice. I'm rolling 5 yellow dice. I'm rolling 3 blue dice now. I will dare and gamble 1 dice. It's a 2. 2 gets immediately discarded, so it's a wash. Alright. So 1, 2 is gone. Let's see what else I'm working with now. A lot of 1s. We don't like 1s. Whoops. We don't mind 1. So I think that was a 3. Hope it was a 3. It's very easy to accidentally drop dice. Alright. So what is going on with this check? This check is an interesting one. So first things first, I could turn this 1 into a 6. Let's do that. Second thing is I can turn this 3 into a 6. Do it this way because the order matters. I need these blue dice up here. That takes care of those shields. All the shields that I got to deal with are dealt with. This right here takes care of all of that. These 6s take care of all this. I mean, I have enough for everything here. I don't know where there wasn't even. Yeah, perfect. Boom, boom. All right. So we get this card. We could cleave to up to 4 of my dice. We can increase up to 4 dice by 1. So basically trade in 1 dice to increase a bunch of other dice. It could be useful as a skill, but we're going to take the XP, put us at 5 XP. Having an extra heroic dice is still better, I believe. Alright. So now comes the issue. I could explore, burn 2, and then... I don't know what happens when there's only 1 card left. Do they count this? You have to put hearts for each missing card? I know they talk about it, but I haven't encountered this enough. Where is the explore action? Alright, so yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna try to get 1 more card out of this. So we're going to explore, burn 2 to put 1 down, and then we are gonna burn 2 to explore this card to open this door. Force wall. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Ouch in a lot of ways. So I could just escape this, or I could just use a potion, or I could go for it. If I go for it, though, I'm only rolling 3 and 1 and daring gamble. Or if I climb around it, I could take the damage. I'm going to have to take a damage, at least 1 damage. So I think going for it's the good choice here. Because if I daring gamble and I roll a 1, I'm taking 2 damage. Alright? Because I will advance the stairs once, and I will take 1 from the damage. And then I'll take a 3rd damage anyway from climbing around it. I'm taking 1 damage no matter what for climbing around it. If I don't fail the daring gamble and I pass, actually no, because if I don't get a 6, which we've seen can happen pretty easily. Now, I think I'm going to use a potion on this one. So we're going to use a potion just to get this card for the 4 XP. I would love to get the heart. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But that puts us at 9 XP if we take the as XP, so I'm going to take the XP. And then now we are going to leave this floor. Alright. So now we need to get 2 XP and then as many items as we can. And then maybe 1 more skill. But items is going to be our goal here after we level up. So it's shuffle time, shuffle time. Time to shuffle. Alright. Alright, so these go on the stairs. So first action, burn 2. Explore 4. So on this floor, we now have Blade Storm. Anytime I take a damage during an encounter, I will take 2 instead. Alright, so we're gonna burn 2. And we're gonna go after this one. Of course it's an ogre, and of course it's a card that we really want. I don't want it yet though. I'm gonna flee him for now. It's a waste of an action. We will go back to him, but actually, sorry. Maybe it's a good idea to do it now. And then just replace a sword. And I'll be at 4, 4, 4. No, we're gonna do what I said, encounter something else first. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my original plan. I need a 2 XP. This is ridiculous. Well, there's a lot of... This is everything we need right here, so... We're gonna see what this last card is. We need something that's XP. Alright, perfect. Spike log. We need to beat this card, and then we'll just go after these 3 cards. This should be all the items that we need. We'll be at max items. We won't be at max skills, but that's fine. Alright, so I can dodge the logs or I can clobber the logs. We will... We're going to play it safe and we're going to clobber the logs. We'll waste the 2 time. How much time do we have? We have how many actions left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have about 5 actions. We have guaranteed ways to get these if we need to. Alright, so this is what we're rolling. So we're still gonna daring gamble because we need this card badly. I get the 1, now is the time. God, that I lose 3 time when I do that. Not great. Not great at all. And I take a damage. Alright, but that 3 doesn't really do anything for us. So we need 2 4s and a 6 on these 6 dice. Alright, we got the 2 4s. Boom, boom. We're not gonna get that 6 though, unfortunately. As far as I can tell, we have no way to do anything. Actually, no. Yeah, we can't do that, we can't do that, can't do that, yeah. But we get the 8. So we're gonna have to take 2 damage, taking 3 damage from this 1 encounter. But we get the XP. So let's do all this in one shot. So first things first. We hit level 4. We take 3 damage, and I'm going to heal that damage up with a potion right now. So we're back up to 6 with 1 potion left. And now we do get 2 heroic dice for all of our checks. And now for every 5 XP equals another potion. That's probably not going to happen. We do get another potion for leveling up, so now we're back at 2 potions. We get 7 items, 5 skills. So let's see what we can do here. So we're going to burn 2, and we are going to go after this ogre first, I think, because he's our best bet. This one's really hard because all 1s, 2s, and 3s are immediately discarded, and all 2s are immediately discarded. So that's not good. The good thing is this will give us another mana for this, and potentially we can fight normally. Then we can use a potion on this guy, and that'll be 3 hearts of upgrades, 3 good upgrades total. And that's really, I think, going to be the best that we can do. We just have to hope we don't get super unlucky. So first of all, we start this with a 3 because of planning. I can add a 3. Next, I'm rolling 2, 5, 4, and 3. I will daring gamble in 2 dice because we are on the 3rd floor. The only thing that really sucks if I daring gamble is if I roll 1 is the time. 2, 3, but I still think it'll be okay. So I just need to not roll 1. I did not roll a 1. All 2s are immediately discarded. Alright, so first things first, this 2 is discarded. Okay. Next up, we can turn this 1 into a 6. Let's do that. Then we can turn this 3 into a 6. So let's do that. Sorry, this was a pink dice. Alright, so we're encountering the ogre, so we need to see what's going on. Alright, so I need to take care of these first. So we'll do that. This blue 6 can't use anywhere else but here, so that's 6 of that. Let's use this 4. That takes care of all that damage. We might leave the time damage for now, but let's just cover it. It's just to see what we can do. And so this takes care of this 12. We have this 6, this 5. We need 9, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? What are my options here? Alright, so I can take this pink 3 and turn this yellow 6, this 3 into a yellow 6. And not what I want. Yeah, that's what I want to do, because then I take 6 and a 5, and then I have 6 damage left. I can't use this, but I can use this to dodge, and that prevents 1 damage. And the only thing that's going to happen is I'm going to take 1 time damage, which not ideal, but I don't see any way around taking the 1 time damage. But we get this guy. And I don't take the 2 from the Blade Storm because I actually prevented the 1 damage. Did I just drop a dice? I feel like I just dropped the dice, but maybe not. Alright. So we get a max health. And another blue dice. That puts us at 4. Alright, so then we're going to encounter another one. And I feel like we're going to go after the fire elemental now. Actually, you know what? We should do it in a better order. We should do the phantom first, use a potion. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to do the phantom first and just use a potion to grab him. Because we're not even going to deal with all the discarded rolls on him. We can simulate it if we want to. So it would have been 1, 2. We would have probably daring gambled. Oh, so yeah, it's a great thing we didn't do it. We would have got that. But those would also just immediately be actually those only get discarded during the encounter. So I don't know, because this is during the encounter. Maybe this doesn't trigger during the encounter, or it only triggers during the encounter. The rules probably specify, but I don't know specifically where. But anyway, this is just a simulation. We're not doing it for real. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just curious how many 1s, 2s, and 3s I would have rolled. A lot of 1s, a lot of 2s. Yeah, I'm glad we used the potion to get him. So anyway, I'm just going to take him as an upgrade. That puts us at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 upgrades. So 6, 11 hearts. So now we're going to go after this fire elemental. And I do have to decide if I want to take him as XP. I don't think I do because I can't get a potion out of it. But I could, a mana fountain would have been good, but I don't have any mana abilities to use it with. Let's just double check what his ability was before we actually do it as dice. Yeah, this is only during perils, so that's not that good. Yeah, so we're probably just going to take this and upgrade one of these cards, and we'll be at 5, 5, 4, I think. But that's if we pass. Or I could not even encounter it at all and just leave, but I don't know, I want that extra heart. Just have to hope we don't take damage. No, because before the encounter I'm going to be guaranteed to take damage. It might be better to just not encounter him at all. I don't need to upgrade that. Yeah, we're just not even going to encounter him at all. There's no point in risking it, because I'm guaranteed to take a damage. I can take another damage from this, which I would have. So that one heart doesn't do anything because I can't heal the max. And this is just upgrading, you know, a dice anyway. So we're just, you know what? Let me make sure I'm at 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm at 7 items. The skill is not useful. The XP is not useful. We're just not even going to encounter him. So we're gonna leave. We're gonna fight the Lich. We're gonna see how we do. The only thing that might have been worth it, no, because we wanted that mana dice. What was the ability? Yeah, exchange any number of 5s to 6s. Yeah, not that great of an ability. Might have been useful, but. Alright, so it's Lich time. We have no more dungeon. We now face him. So what happens during this, all the dungeon effects are gone. I have 1 potion. The first time each box with a skull on it gets covered, I have to uncover it. So basically it eats up dice. That's what's happening here. So having the most amount of dice for this is the best we could do, which is what we have. How well this goes, we will find out. So I get 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 yellow dice. I don't get the daring gamble anymore. I mean, this is a pretty respectable pool of dice. It would have been nice to get the extra dice. I do get that 3, and I still get all my other abilities. Pooter. Alright. My dog is trying to eat my food that's on the table. He's being a bad dog. You're a bad dog. You're being good though, and bad at the same time. So we start with this 3 every round. We can add that every round. So let's just see what happens. First time each box with a skull is covered during a round, uncover it. Alright, looks like a decent roll. These ones are not great, but we can do some stuff. So the first things first is we can re-roll these 2 ones. Let's do that. That's for my fortitude ability. Actually, I haven't really done much of this game. So that gives me a 6 and a 2. Next, I can take this 2, and I can add a 6. So that's good. Next thing I can do is I can take... I don't know. I'm not gonna do that yet. Let's see what I'm working with first. So first, I have no shields I gotta deal with. So let's just cover what we can cover. We have 13 towards this. We have 6, 12. We got the 18 for this. So let's just do that. We have 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, so I could turn a pink 3 into a 6, so let's do that now. So 6 and 9, that's 15. 6. Alright, so I can use 1 yellow dice as a pink dice, so let's do that. That's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So these 3 dice cover this. I have this blue 1, so 6, 11, 12, 13, 14. Let's see what else I can do here. I have these two for that. I think we have it all right here. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so 18, 12, 17, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's all three of those boxes. The first time we put it, it gets uncovered. So I need basically 2 dice for each of these boxes. 2, 2, and 2. So I deal 3 damage to him. He deals no damage to me on this first round. Boom, boom, boom. So that's a really, really good start. Also, yeah, that's a really good start. And I'm at 8 health. And I have this ability to roll more mana dice if I need it, which maybe I'll do if things are going real bad. So, alright. So round 2. We start with a 3. We get these 2. Oh hey, Mediocre Elm. I didn't even see you in the chat room. Thanks for the follow. It means a lot. Alright, so we are at 4, 6 dice again. No, 4 pink dice, 4 blue dice, and then 6 yellow dice. So 6, 4, 4, 2, this is what we're rolling. We start with a black 3 from our planning, which is over here, it's kind of off screen. Let's roll and see what's going on. This could be it. This might be 2 of the 5 bosses down if I can roll well on this. Or I could roll really poorly and it all goes to crap. These are dice. It could happen. Let's give this a really good shake and then try to get it all in camera for this roll. And what do we got? Alright. So this looks like a good roll. Let's see what we're working with here. Alright, so first things first. I can re-roll all yellow 2s and 1s. So I have 1 re-roll here. So let's re-roll that. That's a great re-roll. It's the kind of re-roll you want. So then second things first is I can Crushing Blow and turn that yellow 6 into, or yellow 3 into a yellow 6. I can do the same thing with Dexterity. I can turn this pink 2 into a pink 6. So let's just see what we're working with there. So first things first, I have 6, 12, 18 points. That's taken care of. These 2 yellow 4s take care of that first box, because remember, the first time each box with a skull is covered during a round, I uncover it. Let's deal with the blues next. I have 6, 12, and I'm going to use a 3. So I can use this 1. That puts me at 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That covers that. I don't know if I'm going to need it, but we're going to do it this way. We're going to use this blue 6 to cover that first 3. I'm going to use the heroic 3 to cover that second one. And then these pink dice, I need 17 to stop all that damage. So 6, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So that stops all of that. And I can use 1 yellow dice as a pink dice due to my dial. So that covers that. And this covers the other one. And that's all dice used. And that is a flawless victory against the Lich, which, as a reminder, he was a hard hero. He was a level 3 hero, or not hero, villain. Alright, so that puts us at a second win. So let's write this down. Let's calculate what we're dealing with. So we got the win versus the Lich. All right, so we get 3 check marks on our. So now we're gonna do the campaign stats, and the way it works. And let me just make sure. Let me just verify that he is indeed a hard only. So there's 3 dots on his card, which indicates that he's hard. So he was a hard villain, which means that I can use hard points on any of these boxes. So I get 3 for completing a floor. I get 4 for leveling up. Well, no, I leveled up 3 times. 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4. Yeah, I leveled up 3 times. So I get 6. I defeat the boss, 7, 8, 9, and I get 2 more for just playing on the hard difficulty. So what does that mean? I can spend 11 points. Let's see, how many for direct hit here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's not enough for direct hit, but I can do crafty. So we're gonna do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And what that means is I may have 1 extra skill or item at any given time, which means that I can go over that initial early, or at any time I could go over one of the two max ones that I have, which is important because a lot of times I max out on items and then I come across an item I really want. Instead of having to swap them, I could just add it and then worry about it when I level up. I believe I still get 2 check marks. I lost count. I think I did 9 here, so I get 2 more towards direct hit. And we're just gonna mark it from this side. I don't know. There's no rules governing how that works. But anyway, I do have planning now. I do have durability. I do have crafty. So that's awesome. And yeah. So I basically need a few more points before I max everything out. I don't know if I can start doing healing in dungeon. I don't think I can, but if you could, I think I would be super strong once I started doing all of these focuses. But that means once I max it out for the last 3 bosses, which is what I'm trying to defeat today. For the last 3 bosses, then I would basically not be using XP in any real way anymore. So anyway, that's where we're at. I am going to play one more game in a bit. I am going to pause this recording and I will actually be right back in a few minutes. I have to walk my dog and maybe eat some food, and then I will be back. But I will leave the stream on. That was 1 hour and 46 minutes for a playthrough, which is a little bit slow. I will try to play faster on the next one. Anyway, that's one deck dungeon. Their new expansion is on Kickstarter right now, so go take a check. Go look at it. Anyway, I'll be back in a bit.